Happy Friday, you guys. Happy Friday. This is JaiSheSpeaks Books. So, I wrote this powerful poem God gave me in 2007. I started it, I finished it in 2008. It was a spoken word. So, I ministered it everywhere, churches, events, everywhere. So, I published it in my first published book in 2016. So I thought it would be good for me to share it again tonight, all that's going on in the world. So here we go. Our greatest responsibility is to use your voice, for there are so many that can't. Too many people in our world who are never heard, even when their hands are risen, even in their screams. Remember why love started. Remember why love started, okay? Here we go. We were born. There was a history. We have a past. We should know our history. We should know our past. We should know the fruit of their lives. We should know their character. We should know their stories. Remember why you were born. You were born to make history. This is for us, a banner on each side, born to make. Born to dream as a leader. Born to maximize our belief, with one standard, His holy word. In a greater faith, we're supposed to grow in our faith. In a walk with Christ, He takes us from faith to faith, glory to glory. They should see the glory in our lives. My life needed this word. Holy Spirit made correction for strength. On this day, we were born to make history. So He said, Holy Spirit made correction for strength in His glory, which made me radical. Born to make history. There is a king inside of me, born to set this life up. I'm leveled up. I'm leveled up for generations because I'm breaking every generational curse. Led to love because I'm radical in faith. All to be freed because He freed me when I got saved. This is for us to make history. Born to create you. Did you know that you were made for this history? We are a part of history. Psalms 89. My hope is in you. Do you know that you were chosen to bring peace to the past? Purpose to help heal this broken generation. This generation is lost because they don't know their history. Prosperity of today, as seen, is on TV. But I want to tell you about the prosperity that God speaks about, which is life. Prosperity of today, as seen, is other than as each soul will prosper and be built for purpose. To change communities, change your block, change the 3 blocks in the 3-mile radius. He says, our responsibility for today is this. Lives matter to take them to the next. Prophetic lives matters. Black lives matters. I'm adding this now. This was written in it began in 07, but I'm adding this now because of all the stuff that's going on in the world. But it says prophetic lives. Prophetic lives matter to take them to the next. It is a domino effect as we light it up for tomorrow, which is this generation, which is my grandson. He's only 16 days old. So that's what he's talking about. So up, light it up for tomorrow. In a present hope. He is the hope in you, in us. This mandate is the same for today. So that means that we should have unity. We should have love. We should have peace. We should have his presence. Joy, healing, having self-determination. I don't want to go to nobody's church unless I see God's presence. I know God's presence is there. So he said we should have self-determination. We should have work ethic. We should have responsibility. There should be some mentorship classes and entrepreneurship classes. Hint, hint, I have that. Book me. He said they should be cooperative in economics. The status of our economics and the economy of growth. Finance. Teach them justice. Purpose, creativity, faith, real faith, pure faith, from our past for this movement, from history for today's. Next, took to heart to sing, which means they took it to heart and they soared and took it to greater heights. So they understood the principles of nonviolence and peace as they learned to follow the principles of fighting with the weapons of love, which is the greatest, your greatest power. This generation has to surrender to Jesus. That means they have to listen and hear the revelation from the mouthpiece. Speaks a spoken word. This is truth and love. I want to say this. Sons and daughters of God, God fills their mouth up with revelation. Their mouth is so full with revelation daily, with wisdom daily. So when they come, they're going to get all of that from the mouthpiece because God is filling a mouthpiece up for the next. He says, do you know that you were born for this? He said, our greatest responsibility is to use your voice, for there are so many that can't. Too many people in our world who are never heard, even when their hands are risen. He said, even in their scream with their sound, they're never heard. Why is that? Because they never remember why love had a standard. My name is JaiSheSpeaks. That was a spoken word. That was from my first book that I produced, published, because I am self-published. I'm an independent publisher, which is me, okay? And I'm an entrepreneur. God gave me a vision. And this is a part of my creative writing program, my entrepreneurship program, and my mentorship program. And it's under Kingdom Nerds, Comic Books, and Cartoons. I have a mentorship program, entrepreneurship program with it. I go into schools, and it's 6 to 9 weeks I teach them. You have to book me. So I teach them all from this spoken word. That spoken word teaches them everything about community, about growth, about their self-worth. It teaches them about finance, the economics, watching stock markets grow, fall, how to understand dividends. It teaches them about everything, the market, but most importantly, they're going to be saved. Saved for real. Know that heaven is real, hell is real, their soul. Where is it going to go? Where is it anchored in the earth? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Do you know that you were born? It's in my first book, the one with the rose on it. Bye.